door's locked. She unlocks it, gets in the back seat. Baby is on the ground, feet up in the air. Hood tilted forward. Car seat is a little bit tilted forward, but still buckled.
Yeah, come my baby.
Kylie?
Yeah.
Okay. This is something here. I want to take you out, okay?
She just come to the door and said the baby's dead. What did I do?
These are the chilling moments when cops arrest evil moms who killed their own children. Let's begin with this tragic case involving a drunk driver whose reckless crash took the life of her 2-year-old daughter.
Yeah, so this lady says she was walking the dog, and this vehicle just nobody was even on the road and just veered off.
All right.
Right into
We're going to
this
have
pole.
reconstruction come out here. We're just going to shut everything down.
Yeah.
On July 2nd, 2023, police officers in McLean County, Illinois responded to a disturbing single-vehicle crash where a car had slammed into a concrete bridge barrier. After arriving at the scene, the officers found a barely conscious woman in the driver's seat, along with her 2-year-old unresponsive daughter in the back. Here's what happened next.
This is the mom.
Okay.
Maybe she could be taken someplace else.
Yeah, that would be.
Ma'am, was she eating anything in the car?
Not what I know of.
Well, I'm gonna let the rest of you guys deal with her.
Come my baby.
Yeah.
Come my baby.
Yeah, I know. Let's get her.
Let's get her moved away.
Away from them.
The woman had instantly realized the gravity of the situation and was most likely regretting her decision to drink and drive.
Let's go. I want to take you out, okay? What was your name?
Hey, grab me a collar out of there, would you?
I believe there's 2 cars. One went head on into one of the concrete bridge things, or one of the creek things. Hey, Cap, is it 1 car? Is that all we got?
I think so.
I've checked all the other cars. I'm not seeing anything.
Just the one vehicle involved, right?
Yeah, so this lady says she was walking the dog, and this vehicle just nobody was even on the road and just veered off.
All right.
Right into
We're going to
this
have
pole.
reconstruction come out here. We're just going to shut everything down.
Yeah.
But so they were in. When they got there, they pulled that out. She was on the ground. They began to pull her out. Found that she was not moving, unresponsive.
Her as well?
The baby.
Oh, the baby. Okay.
Yeah. My witness here was on the opposite side of this intersection.
Despite being in a state of utter shock, the woman was still fine compared to her 2-year-old daughter, who showed no signs of life. The officers performed life-saving measures on her, but the toddler tragically succumbed to her injuries later at the hospital. The scenes at the crash site were outright horrifying.
Did the mom or whoever the adult was say anything, making statements like this? What happened? You could hear at all? Nothing that
No,
you could hear?
I was so hyper-focused on that kid.
No, it makes sense.
We know.
So in the blue shirt down there called it in. He heard it, but he didn't see anything. He just heard it and came out.
What do you want to know?
Nobody actually saw anything that
Nope,
we
I've got a witness that saw it.
Actually saw it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it sounds like, explain it because I kind of overheard. It sounds like either she passed out, he was asking if she probably I said, I don't think so. I think it's probably more medical.
I asked her asking if they smelled anything when she was up in the ambulance, and she said no.
We need to figure out how she from that intersection back there, drove up here, parked the vehicle here because she saw it, and was running back on the phone with 911. Somebody's messing with the adult. My 2 kids grabbed the baby, tried to grab the baby. She's already on the ground. They grabbed the car
So the baby was on the ground.
or inside the vehicle.
The officers decided to inspect the interior of the crashed SUV, which had been totally destroyed.
There's trucks in here.
Yeah. Could be dog hair or something though too, with something like that on the seat.
Her hair. Passenger seat.
Go ahead. Just trying to make sure there wasn't like any booze or anything like that.
You said the driver was unresponsive whenever you got there? So, the two females that were, the young females that were here, they got here, driver was unresponsive at the time. She goes to the back, tries to see if there's anybody else. Door's locked, she unlocks it, gets in the back seat. Baby is on the ground, feet up in the air. Head tilted forward, car seat is a little bit tilted forward, but still buckled in.
Still hooked in. But the baby's out of the car seat.
Baby's out of the car seat.
Wasn't ever, or was on strapped in prior, could have come out of the car seat.
Yeah, there were strapped, there were marks.
Told me that, so.
There was marks like here, so.
Let me call Jesse and relay that.
So it kind of goes off of weight, the weight
But it did not look.
recommendations. I didn't see the kid really.
About 25 pounds, maybe.
Okay,
I was gonna say there.
I want to say it's like 40 pounds.
Right.
The
So by no
recommendation.
means should it have been in that car seat.
Yeah, put the car seat in his truck and just drop it in the vehicle.
What about any of these pieces marked?
The woman responsible for the devastating crash later gave her statement to police from her hospital bed. However, her behavior was bizarre enough to startle the officers.
Wilmington Police, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. I want to see if you consent to us searching your vehicle.
My vehicle?
Yes. Alright, so I'm just going to read this to you. You consent to me searching your red 2013 Toyota with Illinois registration.
I mean, I do, but I feel like I need to ask for an attorney to be here. I'm only saying that because I watch like Criminal Minds and stuff like that.
It's a yes or no question.
Can I wait until my mom is here? I'm literally not trying to hide anything. I just feel like I watch crime shows.
Move on.
And
Despite causing such a huge tragedy and losing her daughter in the process, the woman seemed more concerned about her own legal consequences than the incident itself. She immediately asked for an attorney instead of answering police questions and audaciously claimed she had watched enough crime shows to know how these situations work.
Alright, Kylie, I'm going to issue a ticket for DUI alcohol. It's 11501A2, driving under the influence.
yes.
Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you a warning to motorists. It is a little bit long, so I just need you to pay attention to that. Would you give us consent to search your cell phone?
Just to go into the car and grab it and secure it at least.
I'm not refusing. I just
It's got to be a yes or no.
I'm
Yes or
gonna
no?
wait until my mom's here.
Hey, all we're asking for, I'm sorry, I just didn't want to confuse you.
Oh, I'm just
I know you've had a busy, this has been a rough time. I can't imagine, I just wanted to,
no.
all we're asking for is for consent to go into your vehicle and retrieve your cell phone is what we're asking for.
I'm gonna wait until my mom's here.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna wait until my mom's here. Can anyone give me an update on my baby? Is she still being transported to St. Francis?
We don't know that. We're just officers. We'll let the medical staff talk to you about that, okay, as soon as they come back. Do you consent to a blood and urine draw?
I'm waiting until my mom gets here. I'm not trying to be difficult. I just.
Well, this isn't up to your mom, okay? This is up to you as an adult.
I know I'm waiting until my mom gets here.
Well, we don't really have that option. Either you consent or we're getting a search warrant, okay?
Okay, then I can.
After she reluctantly consented to search her cell phone, one of the officers explained to her what was going to happen next.
So the only thing that I do know is that there's something called like an initial, I believe it's called like an initial blood draw, and it's more for the medical staff to have, like, they get that automatically, and then because they get that, we're allowed to, you know, at least have access to knowing what that is. And so what they've told us is that it was a 0.4, you know, it's just something that's significantly higher.
I was way high.
That's what it looks like. However, what I have been told is that that's that initial blood alcohol content level, and that initial one that the medical staff gets, and then they allow us to just know what that is typically, I guess, slightly higher than like the actual readings. But those actual readings have to be sent off to a lab. There's a whole process for that, and so it's likely that it'll be slightly lower than that. But from my knowledge, the state doesn't really care. As long as it's over that 0.08, it's going to be categorized as a DUI, right? And that's kind of what they're really concerned about. Obviously, the higher that is, the more impaired, person may have been during the time of an incident like that, just as an example. So the reason I'm here is because what ends up happening is at the end of this process, with you being treated for all the medical things, what likely will happen is that you will be, technically right now you're considered in custody, and what will happen is then you will be transported to the McLean County jail for booking on, and it's just a very standard process, right? It's nothing like crazy that's out of the norm. We unfortunately, this happens quite frequently, and
my ex-husband was David Rochford, inappropriate relationships with students. He was at McLean County, and I feel like he, rightfully so, got sentenced. But I don't think he helped himself any in the process, and so I've watched enough crime shows to know. I wasn't sure if I could speak.
This woman appeared unnaturally calm and composed for someone who had crashed her car and killed her own daughter in a DUI. After mandatory medical procedures, she was transferred to a detention facility. She was ultimately charged with fatal accident and aggravated DUI resulting in bodily harm, and was later booked into McLean County Jail. While this case was a tragic accident, let's look at the next evil mom who deliberately killed her 4-month-old daughter and even blocked EMS from performing life-saving measures.
Stop. I have right to refuse medical health care for my child too.
Mothers would go to any lengths to protect their children, but imagine a mom doing everything she can to stop life-saving care for her own baby. That's exactly what Albuquerque police officers witnessed on April 21, 2023, when they responded to a disturbing call about an unresponsive infant. At the scene, they found 31-year-old Christina Bennett, seemingly trying to block paramedics from helping her 4-month-old daughter, Amelia. Here's how the nightmare unfolded.
You got it. Go over. Go. Ma'am,
let go of the baby. We gotta do progressions. Right here. We're trying to save your baby. We're trying to save it. It's okay.
How long has she been down for? How long has she been down for? I don't know. I just was making rapid for my mom's house.
Okay. How long has she been down?
There's rubber feet.
When did this happen? No, hold on. They're doing life-saving efforts, okay? They're going to do everything they can right now. You understand?
I'm right to refuse healthcare too as well.
I understand, but we want to make sure your baby's okay. You're alive, right? That's what they're trying to do right now. I know it's stressful.
I told you, Christina. I told you too. What are you talking about?
Which house are you guys in?
You don't know, baby.
Which house are you guys
like that.
What house is it?
The woman's bizarre statement of having the right to refuse health care startled the officers. One of the eyewitnesses recapped the chilling events in front of an officer.
How long was the baby down, you know?
I don't know. She just come to the door and said the baby's dead. I tried to call them all last night and they didn't even go over there and respond to it. Christina, she did drugs.
Okay, they're trying to do their best. They're going to be doing life-saving efforts right now with the baby, okay? That's the number one priority.
What did I do?
As soon as the officers realized she had deliberately harmed her child, they took her into custody. However, she audaciously started to resist the arrest, claiming she was innocent.
What did I do?
This force will be used
What
against
did I do? Mom, no!
Stop. Do
Daddy!
Resist.
Daddy!
Don't resist. That other arm.
I didn't do nothing, Mama!
Come on, ma'am.
I know that he took my baby!
Force will be used against you.
Let me check on my baby! Let me check on my baby!
Ma'am. Ma'am, right now you're just being detained, okay?
Let me check on my baby!
You resist, force will be used, okay? Don't resist.
I told you to quit doing that!
I got it, Travis. Sure? Yeah. She's wrapped around my leg right now, so.
Let me see my baby! Let me check on my baby!
They're working on
I have right to refuse medical health care for my child, too.
Weird.
Let me see my baby! Let me hold my baby and let me wake her up!
You're shouting right now is interrupting with
Let me wake her! I have every right! I know my rights in America! You guys have no right to detain me! I'm going to sit right here and wait for my baby!
You're welcome to sit down. Pat her down. She's got a felony 29.
I don't have nothing!
Stand up.
I don't have nothing!
Stand up.
I don't have nothing! Let me see my baby! Let me see my baby! My baby's in there! I'm not leaving my children like that! I'm not leaving my children like that! He just hurt her leg! He just hurt my daughter! I have right to refuse medical health care! I have every right to refuse medical health care!
The kid is not breathing. Don't you want to help her?
Yes, I do want to help her!
Okay, then stop screaming and let them work.
Just help me, boss! Get them off of me!
Well, let us do our job.
Right now you're being detained based on
We're just patting her down right now.
Whoever in the neighborhood tells you the baby doesn't die,
Either way.
We're not calling grandma.
Let us pat you down. Stand up. We're trying to help you. You stand up.
You guys need to help me. Let me hold my baby.
Right now they're doing life-saving efforts on your baby. We're doing everything we can.
Real quick.
Doing everything we can, okay?
Come back to me. You are upstairs right back. I just need to hold her.
What's this in your back? Is that just
Let me hold my baby.
phone?
So her spirit will go back in.
Right now you're being detained.
Yes, sir.
I need my baby. I want to hold my baby before I leave. I have every right to refuse medical health care for my children.
Listen closely to what she says about refusing medical care for her children. While medics were still putting in last-ditch efforts to save her daughter's life, it seemed like the woman wanted the child gone at all costs. That's when officers turned to nearby witnesses, hoping to get a clearer picture of what was really happening.
Sergeant of APD, are you
too close. I'm COVID.
okay? Were you here present when the baby was inside?
I was here when she brought her this morning. About 15. Her daughter, 12-year-old.
12-year-old. Okay. So here's the deal, sir. At this point, I can't have you go back in the house.
What?
Sir, here's the deal. So right now we're working on your grandchild. We're trying to figure out what's going on, so we need to talk to everybody. So right now, I don't know what's going on, so I've got to figure out what's going on, who's here, and so I can't have you go back in the house right now, okay?
Go on.
So I'm going to go talk to I'm going to get your grandchild
She's in the
out
bathroom.
here. Okay, we'll get her out here. Is there anybody else inside?
Nope.
Okay, brother. Okay. What's your name, sir?
I called it in.
Okay. Thank you for calling it in. Sir, I'm not saying you're in trouble or anything. We just have procedures we have to follow, especially because it's a child, okay?
All right.
What happened when she showed up?
She just come knocking on the door. I need a lighter.
Okay.
And then
she said that she wanted to do
And then she
something.
dropped her phone. And then she said the baby's dead.
And so when you guys went out there, baby was already like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to make sure we already know.
Yeah, she dropped her phone. I don't know.
Was the baby in the car when
She was holding
she
it
was-
on in the front seat. She drives with the baby in the front seat like
When was the last time you guys saw the baby?
Yesterday on the video I seen
fine,
it.
but Christina kept on holding it in the front seat without the car seat, so I'm afraid of Christina's my mother. That woman is my mother. I don't want to be her with her. She thinks that I want to be her.
And at what time did you call your grandparents on the video chat where your grandma
Like
told me
7 or 8 o'clock.
7 or 8
Yeah,
o'clock at
something
night?
like that. Yeah.
The evil mother had startled this entire family by showing up at their door and telling them that her daughter was dead.
Oh, she's okay.
So she was in the truck, and then immediately after that, you guys called us to let us know. Okay.
Because she goes, the baby's dead.
And what did she do when you guys found out? Did she try any life-savers?
No, she just went to the truck blowing smoke in her face.
blowing smoke in Amelia's face?
Yeah.
She does that all the damn time.
Okay.
She usually be mean to me.
And I go, you don't hear that guy telling you how to do that CPR.
Okay.
She wasn't listening.
Did your mom ever say where she was going last night before you jumped out?
No. She said, I here for about an hour or two. And
Okay.
then she said the cops are down the street. She took off.
Does she
And I go,
usually-
I don't see no cops.
She runs away from the cops most of the damn time. She doesn't really care about me. She only cares about the male child because she's the favorite child of hers. So
Do you know what she uses?
She says that she does dope and stuff like that, and she usually sucks out her blood and puts it back in, and then she uses the water from her sink and then put it back in her bloodstream. I keep on telling her that's wrong, but she doesn't like to listen to me because she thinks I'm useless or something like that.
And I asked her if she's doing drugs, and she said no.
Does she ever do anything like that around Amelia?
Yes, all the damn time at the trailer.
What does she do?
Like get a dope and like she keeps on doing the exact same
She had the
things I
baby
keep on
sitting in
telling
her
you.
lap when video chat me. She had the baby sitting in her lap, and I seen the syringe.
Okay. And that was last night, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you video chat? Through FaceTime?
Yes, FaceTime.
Okay.
As the story unfolded, witnesses shared a chilling history of abuse the mother had inflicted on her daughter. They also revealed that a syringe had been found near the baby the night before. Meanwhile, officers received heartbreaking news of the infant's passing.
Start up, Sky.
Yeah, for the next one, Bill is all set.
Charles 531 feet.
Charles 531.
49, rescue 9, discontinued resuscitation efforts on the infant at 0958, and I'll be 21 in Illinois.
After a while, detectives arrived at the scene and gathered information about what had allegedly happened.
And I think I talked to you about it, but the kid has bruising on eyelids, shoulder, and ribs.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then
her thing was she shows up here at about 9:19
Yeah.
and says, "You guys have a lighter?"
That's
and
what
then
they're
they're
stating,
like,
yep.
"Where's the baby?" And
The
she's
fire
like,
guys told me what they just when they grabbed the baby.
Yeah.
The guy that was working on it told me I think she was dead at least 30 minutes before we touched her.
Yeah.
So she was probably driving around.
Yeah. And that's why I think she told them, no, baby's dead, but then all of a sudden when everybody wants to go check on the baby, all of a sudden she was holding it, I guess. I don't know. There's some sort of talk of her blowing weed smoke in the baby's face, lots of drug use around the baby. She has a felony warrant for child abuse.
I want to see kid, which...
So we're gonna, it's gonna be the ambulance. The baby's still sitting there on the inside.
Okay. I want to see that.
Definitely.
And then, I mean, from the sounds of it, this sounds like it's going to be a call out.
Yeah.
I mean, if the kid has bruising all over him, mom shows up, she's like, I want a lighter, then says, oh, my kid's dead.
Yeah.
That's...
And there's somewhere along the line in there, the 12-year-old was saying something about, yeah, she saw a video last night or sometime before. Maybe even it was the opposite way. Grandparents saw when was videoing them or something. Mom was using them.
Investigators uncovered a long history between Christina and Child Protective Services dating back to 2017. The records included confirmed reports of drug use, emotional abuse, neglect, and lack of supervision. Witnesses also claimed Christina often favored her son while ignoring baby Amelia. An autopsy later confirmed the presence of methamphetamine in Amelia's system. Prosecutors concluded that Christina's drug use, including breastfeeding while on meth, ultimately caused the infant's death. She was arrested and charged with abandonment of a child resulting in death, child abuse, fleeing, and eluding law enforcement. Next up, we have a mother who kidnapped and drowned her own daughter just because she had lost custody rights.
If you had paperwork right now, if you gave me some paperwork and said, hey, you were allowed to see this child, then okay, cool. We get the child to you, okay? But I can't just give you the child, okay? It don't work like that.
Jackson 911 was location of your emergency.
Hi, I would like to report a kidnapping.
Ready?
On July 5, 2023, a devastating chain of events unraveled in Jacksonville, Florida, when 32-year-old Pamela Cabrera abducted her 5-year-old daughter during a supervised visitation dispute. Despite previous police involvement and clear warnings that she wasn't allowed unsupervised custody, Pamela returned to the child's guardian's home and forcibly took the girl. A 911 call was made shortly after to report the kidnapping.
Jackson 911 was location of your emergency.
Hi, I would like to report a kidnapping.
Where are you at?
I am in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay, are you the one that was kidnapped? Who was kidnapped?
officer came and took her, and she just sped off in the car with her.
She has no custody at all.
She has zero custody. I have all the paperwork. We literally just had the cops come today because she was in my house she was here at my house trying to take her, and we said no, and she took her anyway.
Following the call, a 30-mile high-speed chase ensued that ended with Pamela crashing her vehicle into a retention pond with her baby inside.
She's all the way out there. Yeah, the victim's in there. Papa 794. The vehicle's in the middle of the pond. We're going to enter the water. The victim's in the passenger side.
Both Pamela and her daughter had gone underwater with the vehicle, and officers knew they had to act fast. One of the cops jumped straight inside without wasting a minute. Officers finally located Pamela floating on a tire and pulled her ashore.
Come on, man. Ready? Hands up! He's got cuffs! Cuff her! Was there a child in the car? Where was he? Where was he sitting? Front passenger seat. We couldn't see the car. Come on. Nope. You made it down here. You can get back up. Hey guys, y'all use your spotlights and light this pond up for these officers so we can get them out.
Get in there.
While Pamela was secured inside a squad car, rescue teams continued fighting to save her daughter's life. But what actually led to this moment? Let's rewind to earlier that day when Pamela had made a 911 call herself just before abducting her child.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
I don't know the exact address. I think it's, let me see. Hold on. And the thing is that I need a cop to come. I think it's called. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get to the street name right now. Okay, so I have visitation rights to the court.
Mm-hmm.
And she's in my sister's house. So I can't see her from my sister's home. She don't want me in her house. So I said, I'm going to call the cops and they can, so I can see my daughter.
Any taking drugs or weapons?
No.
What's your last name? A good callback number for you?
This one.
What is this one? Okay, are you there at the
Yeah, I'm right in front of the house. Still not out of school yet. She gets out of school. They haven't even went to go pick her up yet. But I'm here because they're gonna go pick her up now.
Okay.
And I just need the cops to be here so they can solve the. Because she don't want me to be here, but I came to because I got the visitation rights.
Okay, I'll have officer out there to you.
Pamela claimed on the call that she had the visitation rights to see her daughter and was standing right in front of her daughter's guardian's house. An officer was sent to check things out, but things weren't as they seemed.
Okay, so there's no court orders for any kind of custody orders or anything listed in Duval County under your name or under her name.
So what does that mean?
It means that if I don't have any paperwork, there's nothing I can do anyway. Okay, so, and they're not even here. So what is it you wanted me to do? And
They said that you guys can make that happen. Me have the court order.
Right, but they're not even here. But you don't have a court order. And if you do have it, you don't have it here that I can see it. So I can't pull it up in the system because it's not a Duval court order. So do you live in Lake City still?
No,
Where do you live now?
I live here
Where?
in a shelter.
Okay. So the paperwork that you do have for your court order is where? Is it at the shelter?
No, the case manager has that.
And the case manager is in Duval?
No, she's in Tampa.
She's in Tampa. Was the paperwork filed when you were in Tampa?
I think so.
Okay, so Hillsborough County has it.
Yeah, they probably have.
So you know what I mean? I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to help you. But I don't know what I can do for you since they're not even here.
Okay.
Pamela couldn't provide a court order proving she had visitation rights, and the officer left the scene after explaining there was nothing he could legally do for her. That was when she decided to go rogue and kidnap her own daughter, which led to the tragic incident. Despite the best efforts of first responders, Pamela's 5-year-old daughter was unfortunately killed in the incident. Back at the crime scene, she displayed a disturbingly cold demeanor despite hearing the news.
Can you take that off of me?
This?
Yeah, I don't need that.
You're gonna get cold, okay?
Okay.
We're just trying to give you a little decency, alright? We'll for later.
Give my daughter some decency. Your mother, you you.
She ultimately faced a litany of charges, including aggravated manslaughter of a child, vehicular homicide, battery on a law enforcement officer, battery on an emergency medical care provider, as well as aggravated fleeing or eluding causing death. And now, for our last case, let's look at this heartless mother who murdered not one, but 2 of her children in cold blood.
Apparently, she says I'm going to hurt her children, and her children are deceased.
On June 25, 2024, police officers in Ocean County, New Jersey responded to a harrowing scene where 2 young children were found dead inside a home, allegedly killed by their mother. When the cops arrived, EMS personnel were already present on the scene and had unsuccessfully attempted life-saving measures on the kids. The children were found in separate bathtubs, both deliberately drowned by their mother. The body cam footage from inside the house is blurred and redacted due to the severity of the crime, but moments later, the officers emerge with the killer mom.
Oh, all right. Is there one back there? I don't know whose that is. Mine's like a block and a half away.
What do you need?
We got one right over there.
You're here somewhere.
We got one right there on the road.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna walk down that way for now. 21's probably the closest car. Yeah, what about 21?
Yeah, I mean, it's just being taped too, but we could, whatever. I mean,
we can move it. It doesn't matter.
All right, here. We're just gonna start walking. Vehicle right here. We're just gonna walk across the grass. Okay. 334. Is she out here or no? I don't remember if she made it out.
She was on a call.
Yeah, are you tied up? God, we're probably just gonna have you respond to headquarters for a search. Okay, I'm just gonna open this up. I gotta just pat you down with the back of my hand, okay? Do you have anything on you I need to be concerned about? Any sharp objects? Anything at all? Nothing like that? Okay.
My ring?
What's that?
A ring?
A ring? Is it on your finger?
Yeah.
Okay, other than that, that's it? Okay. We're gonna have a female search you properly once we get to headquarters, okay? But for now, just being that I'm placing you inside of the vehicle, I just have to do a quick sweep of you, okay? All right, just turn around, it's probably easier, and then just kind of sit back into the seat for me, okay? No, here, like, turn around. There you go, and then just sit back into this, there you go. I'm just gonna seatbelt you in front of you.
The inside of the house was freshly mopped, suggesting attempts to clean up the scene. The officers recovered the bodies of 2 children, ages 1 and 3, who had drowned in the bathtub, with one of them having additional stab wounds.
Looks like the kitchen's been freshly mopped. This mop was here with the bucket knocked over. I don't know where their bags might be in the... So the kitchen drawer's open, so just...
This is all done too.
Yep. So you got a phone there. Trey, I got gloves. You want me to grab it? Yeah, just in case there's anything else on it. And there's an AED in here too. There's one over here. Yeah. So this is where they look at. I don't know if they. Of course, that whole floor is wet. Yeah, I just don't want you to slip. He said it was. They thought it was in one of the bathrooms, but I don't want to walk away for major crimes and CSI. Come photograph everything.
I think that makes sure it's secure in there.
Yeah, that's why I just want to make sure. Yeah. Yep, so that's secure. And it's locked from the other side. What is what we came in? Mm-hmm. It's when I first walked in, this was, I mean, it still is. There's a puddle with a bucket here. I didn't see any blood when I came in, but I don't know if that's what.
Well, this is freshly mopped.
So when I walked in, this is where
Mom was in here.
Mom was sitting right in this chair already, but I don't know where she was when they found him. I think they said she was sitting right over here.
The mother, identified as 27-year-old Naomi Elkins, was described as extremely emotionless and uncooperative. Nonetheless, the officers continued gathering evidence from the crime scene.
It was an yeah, we got that too. And a bag here stuff.
That's what next time. This is the extra equipment. Last one out? 102.
Oh, there's a bag down there too.
This one. This I just brought
no,
this
there's one more bag.
Gonna put this here.
Are you able to take it out or you want to leave it in?
For right now, we're going to leave it in.
Can we leave this here with you guys?
Thank you very much.
It's up to you. We have a better answer. But we'll be able to go in the probably in a few minutes. We're just waiting on CS out of here. Yo, Flex. Alright.
Stand up.
Yeah, step out.
Naomi was eventually transferred to a police station, where she was temporarily incarcerated after the necessary legal procedures.
You can come back here with me. I'm going to put you in a cell, okay? You have to take your glasses off. But, yeah, I'll fill it up. So you got your ring? You took your ring? That's your ring.
Won't be able to hear much, but if I don't have a charger, I won't be able to hear.
Yeah, you can put those in there too. We'll hold on to them for you.
Is there a way to turn those off, Naomi?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I just don't want you to feedback.
Good. Is this like a... Wow. And you just stand there and face the wall. Face the wall, turn around. Okay.
Sorry. What happened? Like, next day, what happened?
They're going to charge you, and then you're going to go to Ocean County Jail. Okay?
And then what the prosecution, like what happens?
Well, then it's up to the judge and the prosecutor office and your lawyers to figure out what happens. If you're going to be detained or released, you're most likely going to be detained because of the severity of the crime. Alright? Then you have to get a lawyer and all that stuff.
She was ultimately charged with 2 counts of murder and unlawful possession of a weapon.